Today, we're going to dive deep into a powerful tool we all have access to, the power of focus. In this fast-paced, always connected world, we are constantly bombarded by distraction. But what if I told you that success is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. And working smart begins with focus. Focus is not something we are born with, nor is it something that can be achieved overnight. It is a skill, a discipline, and a mindset that we develop through practice. It is the ability to direct your energy, thoughts, and efforts towards one singular goal. The key to achieving greatness is to harness that power of focus and use it to your advantage. Let me ask you, how often do you find yourself scattered, trying to juggle multiple things at once? How many times have you felt like you're giving your all to a dozen different things, yet making little to no progress? This is what happens when we allow distractions to take the driver's seat in our lives. It's a reality many of us face, but it's also a reality we can change. The most successful people in the world have mastered the art of focus. They've learned to eliminate the noise, ignore the distractions, and invest their time and energy into one thing at a time. It is the ability to say no to many things in order to say yes to the one thing that truly matters.
What you focus on and what you think about during the day is going to become your life. All right? It's not just about the quote unquote law of attraction. It's not just about the metaphysical, the quantum physical aspects of what you think about becomes reality. But what it is more about is how your brain responds to the language that you are actually using internally. For example, when you go on a diet program or you go on a fitness program and you think about all the things that you have to give up to get where you want to go, your brain does not focus on the end result. It doesn't focus on the awesome physique that you're going to have. It doesn't focus on how fun it is to go in the dressing room and buy clothes that fit. It doesn't focus on how good you're going to feel. It doesn't focus on the energy that you're going to have. Okay, it doesn't focus on that. But you know what it does focus on? It focuses on the pizza I got to give up. It focuses on the French fries I got to give up. It focuses on the TV time I got to give up because I'm at the gym. You've got to speak to yourself in the terms of your focus. All right? You've got to use language internally that helps you move forward. Okay? When you go along in the beginning of your journey, whatever that journey may be, you are going to naturally focus on the things that you have to give up. And you have to recognize that. And then you have to actually consciously switch your focus to the things you're going to gain. When you're focused on those things and your focus is so intense and so strong and your visualization is so in tune with those things, you don't want to fucking fuck that up. You don't want a cheap meal. You don't want pizza. You don't want McDonald's. You don't want to go out with your friends and drink beer. That's not what you want, because what you want is what you're focusing on, and your actions will naturally flow behind that focus and follow that focus up when you focus on the right things. Your actions will always follow your focus. It's just the way it is, okay?
When you have thoughts that are negative, that's not God. That's Satan. He's doing everything he can to keep you from being who God made you to be. You got to get focused, man. You got to understand that this hard time that you're going through is everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. Every trial and tribulation you go through prepares you for the life God has for you.
Everyone in this room knows how to create. You're not a manager of your life, you're a creator of your life, or you wouldn't be in this room. How do you create your life? You get hungry for something, don't you? How did you do it? You created it 3 ways. Number 1, you decided there's something you wanted so bad that you unleashed all your desire. You became obsessed with it. If it was a business or a car or a relationship or a transformation in your body, if there's something you once envisioned and now it's real, it's because you didn't just envision it, you brought so much emotion to it that now it's in your life. It was once a dream, it was once a goal, and now it's in your life. You may take it for granted now, hopefully not, but it was once just a vision. It may have seemed impossible at one time. So how did you do it? You started with a concrete vision of what you wanted, and you focused on it continuously, didn't you? Wherever focus goes, energy flows. You envisioned something, you got clear about it, and then you started thinking about all the reasons why you wanted it. You got excited about it. Said, this is what's next for me now. I want this. You may have dreamed about it, thought about it, talked about it, but when you focus on something continuously, something magical happens. You get insights, don't you? You overhear a conversation and you hear something you wouldn't have heard if you didn't have that outcome or goal that you wanted so badly.
It can be pretty easy to focus on the battle that's right in front of your face, and when you're doing that, sometimes you can lose track of the long-term goal. But I want to have that long-term goal so embedded in my mind that I never lose sight of it, ever. And those little tasks and projects and short-term goals that you tackle, they need to lead toward that strategic victory, winning the long war. And we get very caught up in instant gratification. We want results now. We want the shortcut to the winner's podium. And sometimes, when we don't get that short-term glory that we want, we lose track of those long-term goals. And you look up in 6 weeks or in 6 months or in 6 years, and you've made no progress. None. You never moved. You might even be further from your goal than you were. Why? Why did you let that happen? It's because you lost sight of that long-term goal. And at some point, after you lose sight of that goal and years have gone by, think to yourself, maybe I can't do it. And so you give up. You let it fade and you settle. You settle for mediocrity. You settle for average. You settle for, oh well.
When you focus on what you have to give up, your mind is going to be obsessed with those things. And it's not going to be obsessed with those things like, I don't want those things. It's going to be obsessed with those things to the point where it breaks you. You fall off your program, you lose your momentum, you lose your confidence that comes with that momentum, and you're starting from zero, okay? You've got to let these things work for you. You've got to let them take hold of you and push you through. Your actions will always follow your focus.
Focus is also about consistency. It's about showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, and putting in the work, even when progress seems slow. It's that small, consistent effort that compounds over time and leads to remarkable results. Focus gives you the clarity to keep going even when the path is not always clear. But here's the thing, focus doesn't come naturally for most of us. We have to be intentional about creating environments that support it. We have to eliminate distractions, whether they come from external sources or the voices in our own heads. It means setting boundaries and making space for what truly matters. And when you fully embrace the power of focus, you tap into something transformative. It helps you break through the barriers that once seemed insurmountable. You begin to see the results of your efforts. And those results fuel your confidence and drive to keep moving forward. So, I challenge you to take a moment right now and ask yourself, what do I need to focus on today? What is one thing I can commit to, blocking out all distractions and give it my full attention? When you make focus a priority, you will experience a shift in your life. Your goals will no longer feel out of reach. They will feel within your grasp. You will start to see the power of your efforts working together for one common purpose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of focus.
Embed that long-term goal in your mind. Burn it into your soul. Think about it and write about it and talk about it and hang it up on your wall. But most important, do something about it. Do something about it every day. Do something that moves you toward that goal, that keeps the goal alive and in sight and in focus. However small or insignificant that step might seem, take it, do it, do that little piece, make it happen, because that goal isn't going to achieve itself. It's all on you.